por eso me encanta, ¿no? Hablar con no sé si te hace
¿Por qué te interesa aprender más español?
Es un idioma muy bonito y me gusta la cultura de Colombia.
Debo ir hacia el otro stand de carros para arreglar algunas cosas.
Ah, tú eres un mecánico.
No.
Is the name of the game, right? So look, yeah, get the reps done. But if there's an absolute smoke show,
and
she's getting a plane later today, or she's, you know,
there are exceptions for everything.
Follow your cock.
Yeah.
You know, if your dick is saying, come on, like, well, yeah, don't worry about doing the reps, because the whole point is you're doing the reps to meet a hot girl to fucking have that honeymoon romance with, right? So if she's your dream girl, or she's just really keen, and you're thinking, oh, maybe I could just fucking walk her back home. Be in the moment. That's calibration, you know, knowing to drop the plan and be like, listen to the instinct over intellect. The animal instinct.
Yes, yesterday was like an opportunity to go on an Insta date.
Do you like this one?
Yes, maybe with her, yes.
So the key to do it is, this is the equation you want to remember for any awkward situation ever. This is the equation so it's not awkward. So I'll give an example before you tell me what you're going to say to her. I was with a client in Victoria's Secrets in London. He sees a hot girl in the underwear section, right? The entire store is just women and security guards. If he walks up and goes, you look hot, you know, the police are going to be called, he's going to get arrested. But if he calls out the elephant in the room and gives a compliment, that's calibrated. So he walked up and said, look, I'm just on the way out, I'm probably the only man in the store. I just had to say, I know you're probably shopping for a Tinder date, but I just thought you looked, I thought you looked good. And that was it. And he's really tuned into her reaction. And her reaction was, oh my God, you know, blah, blah, blah. They start talking, he takes her on an instant date, he takes her home, right? So the equation is for any awkward situation at any time where the girl can't escape, call out what she's doing in real time, plus compliment, see her reaction. So she's trapped at the back of a coffee shop with loads of people. Hey, I was just on my way out. I know you're busy working on your laptop or pretending to work, but I just had to say you look nice. And she's either like, oh, you say, hey, do you mind if I join you? Carry on. Or she's like, okay, thank you. And you're just looking for that reaction. So call out in real time the awkward situation, out loud, it makes it not awkward, plus compliment, see her reaction. And then decide, do I carry on or do I leave? And you can do that. I did it on a plane from Bogota to Cali. If waitress came past, she kind of looked at me, like that look of like, oh, he's cute, but split second. If I'd said, oh, you're hot, as she's serving me the coffee, I'm gonna get fucking arrested when I get off the plane. But I waited till she went to the back of the plane. I went, and her colleagues were away, like, you know, like I was going to the bathroom. I just said, I just wanted to, I know you're working, but I like your vibe. And I was just throwing it out, testing for interest and no attachment. She was like, oh, blah, blah, blah. So quickly, just had a quick conversation, got the phone number, discreetly away from everyone else, and then saw her on a date. So this equation is like a godsend. Treat this like human Sudoku. So you go around everyday life, whenever you see a girl in an awkward situation, so look, you're not going to approach her, but what would you say here? Let's think about how you'd use that equation in this scenario, because it's a high pressure scenario. So how would you, it's one girl and 3 work colleagues, all men, how would you approach that? Yeah. Hypothetically, you don't have to do it, but hypothetically.
Hypothetically, probably I would go all in, all invested.
What would you say?
I would stand in front of her.
Thinking about this equation though, to make things not awkward.
Hey, I just saw you that you're running out.
What about the rest of the colleagues?
I ignore them for a second.
Is that calibrated?
Say again?
Is that calibrated?
In the first sentence?
Is it reading the room?
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's
so
not
what's a more calibrated way of doing that?
To approach the whole crowd.
And say? Call out the situation in real time. Look, I know you're probably your work colleagues and you're guarding your attractive friend here.
Okay.
But I thought
so
she looked nice. Could I borrow her for 1 second? Yeah,
okay.
Because women are incredibly socially calibrated. All game is really is getting up to the same natural calibration level as a woman. As men, we weren't sitting in the cave, we were hunting the woolly mammoths, we weren't talking for hours on end, we're shit at communication.
Yeah.
Women are amazing at it. They can say a look and they say 300 different things with a look. All game is getting to the same average social calibration level as a woman by training it consistently.
Okay.
So the more you can demonstrate this stuff like a driving test.
So communicate with the whole group.
A guy who gets it, who sleeps with the whole friendship group, right? That's what we're doing. It's a guy, it's like, oh no. She just looks at you and you look at her and she's just like, he gets it. And it's like this unwritten thing of like, he gets it, he gets laid a lot, or he doesn't get it. It's that simple. And it can be learned. That's the good thing. Even if we're not socially calibrated, no men are to begin. We can absolutely learn this by consciously working on it. So, what about if there was a waitress here who keeps going backwards and forwards? How would you apply that equation? So remember, call out situation in real time plus compliment, see reaction. How would you apply that? What would you say? Hola, ¿cómo estás? ¿Tienes una carta? Un menú?
Sí, porfa.
I would say, hey, I know you're working.
Exactly.
Totally not supposed to do this, but I know you're doing
Look, I know you're busy, and the key thing is, right, so that's excellent. It's literally say in real time what they're doing. The next stage when you're comfortable doing that is say what they're doing in real time, but turn it into a tease. So instead of, hey, I know you're working, look, I know you're busy pretending to work, but you keep checking your phone on Tinder, but I just saw you and I thought you looked cute. So you say it in real time, and then when you're comfortable in any situation, just saying in real time, flip it into a tease. So instead of, I noticed you at the back of the coffee shop working on your laptop, I noticed you at the back of the coffee shop, probably on dating apps, but pretending to work. But I just saw you and I had to say you look cute. Her reaction? Leave or stay. And you're just testing for interest. There's no attachment to outcome. And it's an incredibly powerful thing because you can literally go through life just testing any scenario in a calibrated way.
Yeah, but you do this here just expecting that she's understanding English.
I would speak slowly in English, and if you can't,
so yes. So the answer is yes.
And if you can't say it if you can't flip to Spanish because your Spanish doesn't know that, I'd have it pre-written on translate English to Spanish and show her if she doesn't.
Okay, cool.
But let's practice that today. So let's deliberately target awkward, high-pressure situations like a girl in a store with colleagues, and just practice that equation. Because if you do it 30 times, suddenly you're completely comfortable doing it, and guys are like, "What the fuck is this guy doing? He's actually like going in, doing stuff, and like getting good." And like, people's minds are blown. It's such a little.
Yeah. My mind's blown already.
But such a small. The level for social skills and charisma in 2025 is the lowest it's ever been in human history. I love the fact that to be considered alpha, all you have to do is walk up to a girl and say hello sober. Everyone's hooked on their phone. Social skills are at an all-time low. To become an incredibly charismatic man, all you have to do is consciously work on this stuff for about 6 weeks, and you are the most charismatic, most socially attuned man anyone knows. It's such a low bar to entry, you know, so it's an amazing time to do this stuff and learn this stuff. There's no better time. And there's been a pushback now. I've noticed when you're approaching women, they're like, oh, thank God someone still approaches. Because they're so bored about being hit up on Instagram and Tinder.
Yes.
There's almost a revulsion.
Yes, they go out to bars, wait 1 hour and nobody approaches them.
Yes, and everyone's on their phones, on Instagram, direct messaging the same girl. It's pathetic, right?
She's like in her mind, only apps work.
Yeah, James, you want to check?
Yeah.
Well, I haven't ordered anything yet. Agua con gas, por favor. Sí.
Una Coca-Cola.
Right, no attachment to outcome. How fast can I level up this stuff? It's just a game. It's called fucking game for a reason. So let's never take it seriously. Let's always be playful. Let's always push the boundaries. And you can make some crazy shit happen, you know? It's an awesome thing. And it's all a learned skill. Seduction is a game of psychology. It's a learned skill. Any questions?
Why is it six week process? Where do I sign up?
Well, why is it 6 weeks? I'm using that as an analogy. If you went out every day and approached if you went out every day and woke up in the morning with a mindset of I'm just going to really test my social skills, I'm going to be playful, self-amusing, and just test my social skills, and also make sure I approach 5 hot girls a day, and you did that for 6 weeks, you'd have incredibly high levels of social freedom, and you'd be incredibly socially in tune and adjusted from where you are now to 6 weeks time. Okay. The numbers aren't important, but doing a few approaches every day and consciously working on it.
And then it kinds of, but you have to keep doing it. You cannot stop
It's like
you cannot roll back too much.
So like if I didn't go to the gym, I've been going to the gym since the age of 15, right? And if I didn't go to the gym for 2 months, I'd maintain muscle memory to a degree.
Usually, yes.
But with socializing, I think you lose that faster than anything else.
Faster, yeah.
I think so. Because even if I go a month without doing this stuff, I feel incredibly rusty. It doesn't mean I've lost the skill, but I feel rusty.
But you come back faster in.
Yes, of course.
So you have like muscle memory, yeah.
But when you're starting this journey, you need to go hardcore volume and bed it down. And just the analogy to always use, just to trigger yourself, is flirt with the world.
Yeah.
You know? And
everybody.
And what I'd recommend to do, like we were talking about yesterday, is this. Let's see if it pops up. Whenever I want it to pop up, it never pops up. Oh yeah, here we go. So the 1 Sec app, right? This app, you can download it, locks onto anything, and it pops up with a screen. So I have this locked onto like WhatsApp, and it pops up 50 times a day just saying, take a breath, psychological sigh, which is you breathe in deep through your nose once and again through your nose and then out through your mouth. It puts you in a parasympathetic state, so your energy is grounded. That's what you feel, that's what women feel. Plus, playful, present self amused. Or I'll change it tomorrow, I'll put flirt with the world.
Yeah.
So 40 times a day, 50 times a day,
Yeah.
it's coming up like that's my action, right? And you're training your nervous system.
What is the name?
It's called 1 sec, and it's like £2 a year, right? And
1 sec.
1 sec is the name of the app,
Okay.
and it's like, man, it's an awesome thing, and you can lock it onto customize. So here we go, 1 sec pro. It's like £2 a year, and you can customize this.
Okay.
You can customize this message, and then you can lock it onto. So you can customize the message whenever you want, and then you configure the apps. So I have it locked onto you can lock it onto like WhatsApp, YouTube, whatever,
Yeah.
and it will just pop up with the screen. It's an awesome way to bed down habits consistently throughout the day. So if we're focusing on cold approach, be as charismatic as possible. You read that 50 times a day, you're automatically going to do it. Or flirt with the world.
Yeah.
Or, I don't know, act as playful as possible, self-amusement, whatever the trigger is. And I would change it every 2 or 3 days so it stays fresh. Yeah?
Okay. That's good.
And it is like a game. So like you feel that there's approaches, if you create a fair list of approaches, right?
Yeah.
1 is like talk to Les on the scale. 10 is like go and approach that table of 7 women eating dinner, her models, right?
Yeah.
Create a fear list and then ruthlessly throughout the weeks tick off the things that scare you. So when I was in London, one approach that scared me a lot or I just felt fear was on the tube approaching. So on the underground, approaching in this environment because it's very closed. So I did, for a week, all I did was tube approaches, and then I became superhumanly good at it because it's just desensitization through repetition. It's just a game.
Yeah.
So list out all the approaches that scare you and just do them with no attachment to outcome. And then you have no social fear. If you can become socially fearless, you're in an incredible category of man because you can socialize, you can approach any hot girl, any scenario. It's a superpower because no one can fucking do it. Men are so soft, right? They're terrified of rejection. The fragile male ego.
No, I don't care.
No, you don't care.
But I'm not calibrated.
Yeah, so that you train calibration.
But you can see that already, I'm not calibrated.
No, I don't think you're as uncalibrated as you think. But you could definitely, you're quite a calibrated guy, you're quite well put together. But you could get to next level just by constantly working on this stuff.
Yeah.
Any skill set we want to be good at, we have to do with frequency. There's nothing in the world that is a skill set you can't be good at unless you do it with frequency.
Yeah.
And the good thing about socializing is everything we want in life, whether it's sex or investing in a business or connection, is via social skills. So we have look how there's 8 billion people on the earth. We have no excuse not to work on this stuff relentlessly. It's in front of us. It's all for free. Everything's there. We just got to make the decision. Yeah, I'm going to talk to the girl in the gym for 1 minute extra at reception to warm myself up. Yeah, I'm going to say something to the coffee person. Yeah, I'm going to make that joke. It's just flexing it consciously. And again, the 1 sec app, that popping up, that will remind you to do it. Because it's the biggest thing is we just forget.
Yes.
And then we're like, shit, I've got a week and I haven't approached because I've been sat in my apartment working on my business.
Yeah.
What would be the calibrated way to approach a girl at a gym with headphones on?
So exactly. So let's run that. Let's run that equation.
How many more repetitions do you need? I need this. I want to exercise.
Well, I need to communicate her to take her earbuds off so I can talk to her, right?
Well, let's imagine what would be your go-to, because there's many ways to skin a cat. There's no one right way, but what would be your go-to?
I think I'll probably just talk to her, and if she can't hear me, she'll take it off. She's interested enough.
Yeah, because that's a good way, because if she really isn't interested straight away, she won't even bother taking them off. Right. So you're kind of testing a bit for compliance to see, and if she's at all interested, she will go like that, and then suddenly you can have that conversation. And if she's not, she just won't bother. Yeah.
So I'll be like, I know you're pretending to working out, trying to beat the next strongman competition or something.
Or you could even call out the fact that, look, I know no one speaks to each other in the gym, everyone's just grunting and doing their thing, looking aggressive, but you looked interesting, like you're intriguing me, this outfit, or I was thinking, is she from Cali or Medellin? I couldn't tell. And again, you're just throwing something out, testing for interest.
You're not really you don't have to necessarily call out what she's doing, but you can call out the social situation.
Yes, anything that shows an understanding of calibration, women get it straight away. They're like, oh, okay, this guy's not a complete idiot. He's not just coming up and staring at my tits, being like, oh, hello, or asking me to fucking, like, be a spot for me while he stares down at my nipples.
I once approached a girl in the gym and saying like, oh, I need a break from my trainer, he's killing me, no? I had a personal trainer, he's like, I need 1 more minute, no? Like, let's pretend we talk.
Awesome.
something.
But yeah, you can. That's good that you're thinking of the equation, Matt, because again, you can apply this whenever you're out on your own. That's when we really feel approach anxiety. When we're out with a wing or whatever, it's 50% diminished. When we're out on our own, that's really when we feel the anxiety. When we see a hot girl,
Yeah.
and we feel stifled. So next time you see a hot girl in a scenario, your body's going to go into fight or flight. But instead of like walking away, so like just stand in the tension and be like, okay, I don't have to open her. See, I don't have to open her, but hypothetically, how would I do it if I was going to go through it, you know? And that's just training that ability. You're looking at him in a kinky way. Do you
Yeah,
know?
but no, I like more like disgusted. He's like working in a hospital or something. He couldn't put the things on the table. Like, I'm judging.
It's all right. So yeah, practice that equation, and you can even just be, when you're sitting in a cafe, watching people go by, having your morning coffee, looking at the girls' outfits, thinking, what can I say as the opener? Because the opener should be, if say a girl just walking along the street, you want to give the compliment plus tease. That's the formula every time. Compliment plus tease. So I just saw you, I thought you looked nice. What I noticed about you was this bright yellow outfit. You know, how many bananas did you skin to make that? It's good, but it looks good. Or how many leopards did you kill to make that skirt, right? So compliment, you look good, plus tease, always. And the way to train that is you're sitting in a cafe, you're people watching, there's always 3 things or 4 things you can comment on. Outfit, speed of the walk, or her vibe. So if her vibe is like lazy, chilled, hey, I thought you looked nice. If she's going fast, hey, you know, I thought you looked good, but I was like, whoa, she's on like a mission to save the world. Or you've taken too much, you've taken too much caffeine. You were speeding through. Is that how you usually walk, right? Teasing and kind of calling her out. Or anything to do with the outfit, because women spend a lot of time on fashion. So what does her outfit look like? What does it communicate? You look like a law student. You look like you're studying fashion. It's very flamboyant. You look like a peacock. And it doesn't have to be accurate. It's just you self-amusing, having fun, right? So say what you see. You look hot plus tease. So let's practice that today. Does it make sense?
Say again, it was too loud.
So you look hot, give the compliment, or you look nice, plus tease to do with
tease.
her,
Yeah.
to do with her walk or her.
Yeah.
And what we can do as we walk around is I'll say to you, right, when you see a girl you like, I'll be like, right, what's the tease? And you can tell me, is it to do with walking fast or slow, or is it to do
you're
with the
running
outfit?
away.
Yeah, it can be anything.
who are you running
as long
away?
as it's self-amusing.
Hey, you speak English? No hablas inglés? Soy salir con mis amigos, pero verte y necesita hablar un poco contigo. Sí, por eso. ¿Estás aquí por qué? Tú tienes una muy buena vestirse, ¿no?
Estaba graduándome.
Perdona.
¿Cómo le digo? Me estaba recibiendo de una carrera profesional.
Ah, hoy. Congratulación. Congratulación. Encantado. ¿Y tú? Encantado. ¿Y ahora celebraste o qué?
Sí, estaba almorzando con mi papá.
Bueno. ¿Y después? ¿Qué haces?
Ahorita estoy esperando a unas amigas que me van a invitar a un brindis.
Un brindis. ¿Qué es eso?
Como un té.
Como un té. Un poco aburrido, ¿no? ¿No?
Es que yo no me gustan las fiestas.
Ah, entiendo. ¿Y de dónde eres? ¿Estás de aquí?
Sí.
¿Estás de Bogotana?
Ah, no, norte del país.
¿De país?
En el norte del país.
Ah, el norte del país. Entiendo. Bueno. Sí, estás ocupado, ¿no? ¿Ocupada? ¿No?
Ahorita no, estamos aquí, solamente.
Sí. Estoy aquí por vacaciones y quiero mejorar mi español un poco. Por eso me encanta, ¿no? Hablar con ustedes. No ustedes. Con tú.
Sí,
con tú.
ustedes.
No, ustedes muy formal, ¿no? No necesita formal.
¿Por qué te interesa aprender más español?
Es un idioma muy bonito y me gusta la cultura de Colombia.
Algo.
Sí, todos. Me gusta bailar. Baila bachata, por ejemplo. ¿Tú bailas? Sí. Normal.
Sí, claro.
¿Todos?
Sí.
¿No?
Aquí eso es lo que voy dentro.
Y en verdad me gusta mucho. Me gusta canciones Me gusta diferentes canciones españolas y latinas, como Manu Chao o Antonio Banderas. ¿Sí? ¿Sabes? Claro, sabes, ¿no? ¿No? Tienes una buena sonrisa. Y es una canción, ¿no? Es una canción de Elvis Presley. Tu sonrisa. ¿No sabes?
Yo sé qué canciones y sé quién es él, pero no recuerdo el nombre completo de él.
Luis Crespo. Ese
No
como
me acuerdo, sí me suena, pero
¿No? Es muy bueno. ¿Y qué pasiones tienes, chicas?
Cuéntale. ¿Qué pasiones tengo?
Sí.
Bueno, pues aparte de estudiar, me gusta mucho como lo social.
¿Lo social?
Sí, pero si me entiendes, si me estás entendiendo.
Sí.
Sí, porque como...
No todo, pero mejor, mucho,
no todo.
suficiente.
Sí, y entonces estamos como en zonas vulnerables, donde estamos con las comunidades haciendo
Sí.
proyectos.
O tú tienes un buen corazón, ¿sí? Para competir tu tiempo y también un poco
Sí,
emociones, ¿no?
Me gusta, me llena, es muy chévere poder ayudar a las personas.
Sí. Qué bueno.
Desde lo que uno pueda.
Esta es una buena, ¿no?
Sí. Sí, hemos hecho varios proyectos. Uno de los últimos proyectos que hicimos
Sí.
fue el empoderamiento económico de las comunidades,
Sí.
donde invitamos a emprendedores a vender sus productos
Sí.
y invitamos a personas externas de las comunidades para que fueran a comprarles.
Oh.
Y fue espectacular.
Qué bueno. Y recibes mucho más para ti, te emociones también, ¿no?
Sí,
Para muy graciosas y ¿o qué eso?
sí, porque uno conoce muchas personas en ese
Sí.
tipo de espacios.
Eso es muy social. Sí. No, yo veo, ¿no? Tú no es una mala, no tienes tatuajes y nada, ¿no? No. No. Me no gusta también. Yo no gusto también.
¿Tampoco?
No, nada, cero.
No, a mí tampoco.
No. ¿Por
Una
qué?
vez me quemé aquí,
¿Aquí?
estoy muy triste.
¿Sí? ¿Tú también?
Sí.
Sí.
No he ido, pero
Sí.
sí, pues sí sé dónde queda el nombre.
Por eso hablo un poco español, ¿no? Aprendo allí y... pero mi gramática y todo eso... no.
Creo que la gramática es una de las cosas más difíciles para aprender del español.
Sí, pero
claro.
el pasado, por ejemplo, solo fui. Yo fui al gimnasio
Sí.
y nada más. No, solo el verbo fui y eso, ¿no? Usar mucho tiempo. Mira, mis amigos son esperanos, pero me gusta conectar y hablar más. Conectemos.
Bueno,
¿Sí? ¿Tienes WhatsApp?
o Instagram también.
Claro, también.
Mejor Instagram.
Todos. Estoy en Bogotá. Seguro una semana más. Pero quiero buscar un otro lugar y, por ejemplo, no quiero descubrir más, no quiero voy a Medellín o otras, no tengo mucho interés para cosas turísticas normales, ¿no? Y ahora, hoy es un poco triste el día con mucho llave. Sí, yeah, I'm coming. So, hoy es triste, pero en un otro día, con un poco más sol, ¿por qué no nos vemos y voy a un café o algo? ¿Sí?
Sí, dale, así tengo tiempo. Es que yo sí, o sea, me gradué en mi primera carrera, pero estoy estudiando una segunda carrera y también trabajo.
Sí.
Entonces,
Claro, estás muy ocupada, ¿no?
Y como te digo, hago trabajo
Normal.
comunitario, entonces normalmente mi vida es muy
Normal. ¿Y por qué no trae a tu amiga también, no? ¿Tú ayudarme un poco más con mi español? ¿Sí?
¿Está bien? Sí.
Y yo ayudarte con inglés.
Ah, me
Sí.
leíste la mente.
Do you like to learn English?
No, estoy
¿No?
aprendiendo aún, pero sí tengo amigos que me han ayudado.
Mogę też po polsku nauczyć. Soy de Polonia, por eso hablo mucho más polaco. O de Deutsch. Deutsch,
No sé.
alemán. ¿No? No, solo habla 4 idiomas nomás. Perdona. Muchas gracias. Feliz día.
Feliz día.
Chao.
Mucho gusto que estés.
Disfrute. Chao. ¿Tienes llaves para el coche?
Ellos.
¿Puedes demostrar?
Ellos las están.
Sí. Ahora, todos. ¿En serio?
¿Te voy a mostrar el carro?
No, no solo demostrar, quiero conducir. Tengo un Mercedes en mi ¿qué es eso? En el lugar que vivo,
Sí.
¿no? Pero es un viaje, ¿no? Necesito un nuevo.
No tengo carro para hacer prueba de manejo.
Ah, bueno. Es una mala presentación, ¿no? ¿O no?
Son agendados.
No, no te preocupes, solo bromeándote. Y con eso,
Debo ir hacia allá a arreglar algunas cosas del stand. Entonces te dejo porque debo seguir trabajando.
tú no trabajas aquí.
También sí, pero debo dirigirme hacia allá.
¿De gimnasia?
Dime.
No entiendo, repetir, por favor.
Debo ir hacia el otro stand de carros para arreglar algunas cosas.
Ah, tú eres un mecánico.
Ah, no.
¿Pero cómo?
Arreglar un armario que está roto.
¿Con esos?
Sí, con los tornillos.
No imagino que es posible con eso. Con eso solo puedes romper el venta.
No, mira, es para poner unos tornillos para arreglar un armario.
Para tuning. Tuning. Mejorar performance.
Eso.
Sí,
Sí,
sí.
sí.
Y después de trabajar, ¿qué haces? Generalmente, ¿qué haces? ¿Tienes pasiones?
Sí.
¿Gustas conducir muy fuerte? ¿Muy rápido? ¿O qué?
No conduzco, hago otras cosas por aparte.
Ah, solo trabajas con coches por...
Muy de vez en cuando.
Sí,
Sí.
bueno. ¿Y qué pasiones tienes? Dígame.
Bueno, soy artista también. Artista,
¿En serio? ¿Qué haces? ¿Es artista?
Artista de circo,
¿De pinturas o de música?
acrobacia,
¿Acrobacia?
sí, manipulación con, bueno, varias cosas. Manipulación con fuego, malabares.
No entiendo. ¿Es como una masaje por rehabilitación o como bailar?
¿Cómo te explico? Como un artista interdisciplinar de
Sí,
circo
sí,
en varias cosas.
sí.
En eso.
Por ejemplo.
Por ejemplo, lo que te digo, manipulación con fuego, acrobacia,
Sí.
danza aérea,
Ok.
malabares, actuación, danza.
Un poco aburrido, ¿no?
Es
¿No?
lo que me apasiona.
Bueno, entiendo.
¿Y tú qué haces?
Yo, muchas cosas. Me gusta aprender primero español, quiero mejorar, pero también gusta bailar bachata.
Ok,
¿No?
chévere.
Sí. Soy de Polonia. En verdad, soy un latino en un cuerpo de polaco. No, no me gusta mucho cultura de latina, de colombiana. Es muy diferente de Europa, ¿no?
Sí,
Sí.
bastante.
Polacos y europeos son muy fríos, ¿no?
Sí.
Sí,
Te dejo porque tengo que ir a trabajar. Gusto conocerte.
sí. Me gusta tu sonrisa.
Gracias.
Quiero hablar contigo mucho más. ¿Conectamos?
Si quieres te dejo mi Instagram.
Sí, ¿por qué no?
Bueno,
¿Tienes un móvil?
ok, espérame.
O con cámara es fácil. ¿Qué quieres?
Me queda mejor así. ¿Eres
Sí, es mío.
listo?
Sí.
Un gusto.
Yo
Que
te
estés muy
escribe.
bien.
Feliz día.
Igualmente.
Sí.
Si quieren anotar mi número.
¿Qué?
Si quieren anotar mi número.
¿Por qué?
¿No lo quiere anotar?
Claro.
Ah.
¿Quieres voy a una cita conmigo?
Book a call on the link below so we can help you map out exactly what you want in your dating life, the strategy, the vision, and we can help you get from A to B as quickly as possible, depending on what you want. That's the key thing. We've been doing this for 10 years. We've worked with thousands of dudes. We can save you your most valuable assets, which are your time, your attention, and your money, and get you from A to B as fast as possible. So book a free call, a free dating strategy consultation with us below.